Hey everyone, Dark here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how to do the hard ice cave or the Yeti cave, whatever you want to call it, the snow cave. It's got many names, but it is definitely one of the most important caves in Ark Mobile. There's two main reasons this cave is important. Number one, leveling. It's got all the strongest creatures in the cave. This is the hardest cave to do, where you're going to go through and kill everything. Lava cave's tough because you got to naked run it. Unless you got a lot of practice, it's difficult. This cave, the pathway is easy once you learn it, but killing all the creatures is difficult because they are all very strong. They have the Yetis in this cave. That's why it's called the Yeti Cave. Okay, so super strong. The second reason this cave is extremely important is because when you tribute the artifact, you can get compos already pre-made, no resources required. It's the most common way to actually farm compos. Now, for starters, the first thing we gotta talk about is when you go into this cave, you're gonna want thick skin or really strong fur armor because it is freezing and it will kill you. So you're gonna want either thick skin or really strong fur armor. Typically, I don't make fur armor. Fur is a pain in the butt to actually farm, so I typically get thick skin. It lasts 24 hours, costs 15 amber in the amber store, which is not much at all. Now, while we go ahead and get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, if you enjoy the content in general, please don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It truly does help me out. Even the simple things like clicking the like button helps me out tremendously. When YouTube sees a bunch of you guys liking the video, YouTube says to itself, hey self, this video is pretty good, I should show other viewers this video. And then all of a sudden a lot more viewers see the video, and it helps me out because more of you are watching. So really, if you guys can at least hit that like button, it'll really help me. So thank you. Anyways, this is the first big room you're gonna walk into. If you've done this cave several times before, then you know, more power to you. You've done the cave. But if this is your first time or first few times doing the cave, or maybe you've tried it and you've died, and you just aren't really confident with it, take it slow. This is a very big cave. It's simple. It's a straight pathway. It's not complex for the most part. But the creatures are so strong. I mean, you really have to take your time. Now, I will tell you, if you don't have a strong enough wolf, and I suggest bringing a wolf in this cave. You can bring a saber-tooth too, that's fine. You can bring other creatures in here. The hardest part, actually, I don't think you even can bring other creatures. The hardest part is that very front entrance that you saw where we walked on that little pathway. The Gigapanthicus and the Baryonyx, those things won't fit through there. You have to bring a wolf or a saber-tooth. So those are the two teams you want to bring. Now, you can do this, though, with just gear and not a tame. Higher level players will do that to level when they need to save the XP for themselves, but anyways, that's besides the point. If you don't have a strong wolf or saber, you can do what I just did right here. You can come in and just kill the first batch of creatures. You could even do it on foot with a ranged weapon. Just kill the first batch of creatures and take the implant out of the wolves, out of the higher level wolves. If you go and revive them in an obelisk or a revival platform, you trap them, you tame them, they get the taming bonus. You're going to get yourself a wolf that's in the top levels. Like, I'm talking levels 350 to 450 because of the taming bonus. That will already give you a strong enough wolf to do the cave. And this is on a medium difficulty, of course. But yeah, you can revive the wolf to get a strong enough tame, and then you can do this no problem. You just gotta take it slow, possibly heal yourself if you take too much damage. And as you can see, these Yetis, these guys deal a ton of damage and they deal knockback. So be careful where you're standing, because there are some ledges in this cave that if you get knocked down, you will take fall damage. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue right along. So when you get to this next room, you're going to want to jump over the little river and go to the left. Now, there are a lot of anglerfish and a lot of saber-tooth salmon and stuff like that in these rivers. One thing I actually suggest is going into the camera mode to actually look to see if there are any other people in the cave if you're on an online server. So you just want to verify, is there anybody else running around here? Just to make sure. And now, actually, this is really weird. I'm in single player right now, so I'm just kind of doing this to show you guys, but all the creatures are gone. So normally, this is really weird, guys. I'm not sure what's going on. Are they back here? I don't know why there's no creatures. So normally, this is the pathway you take. You come down here, you're gonna jump from ledge to ledge. If you fall in the water, guys, you will take damage. The water will deal damage to you because it's so cold, regardless of your thick skin. So just try not to be in the water for long. It won't kill you instantly. Just be aware of it, though. Don't go in the water for too long. But I'm not sure why all of the creatures are missing. You guys saw that too, right? Like when I came in, I thought I saw a couple Yetis on the other side of the river, and then they just disappeared. And now usually if you come into this next room, there's just a ton of creatures. Actually, let me go ahead and level this guy up, and I'm gonna go ahead and restart the app, so I'll catch you guys back here in a sec. Yeah, that was super weird. I wonder if all the creatures will be back now, if that was like a visual glitch or nothing here. I don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure the game just glitched. I wonder if that's a single player thing. This has never happened to me on a multiplayer or an online server, so this must be some sort of single player glitch or something. But usually there's a ton of tames in here. You gotta, fight your way through it. You can speed run this cave, guys. Some people do it on foot, believe it or not. They use grapples and decent armor and medbrews. You can also speed run it with a wolf, and I will show you guys that at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Here we go. There's some creatures we got to deal with, but also you guys probably saw on the wolf when I leveled him that this wolf is very strong. This wolf is actually bred from wolves from this cave, so it is definitely super strong. You probably will not get a wolf like this. You won't get a wolf like this right away. You'd either have to get it from another tribe or person. And real quick, we just fell in the water. Just come back to the ledge and just jump back to the next ledge. You can kind of see that I was taking a little bit of damage there, but it's not much. But if you stand there for too long, you will die. So just be aware of that. But yeah, if you get some wolves from this cave and you breed them correctly, you can get yourself some strong wolves for sure, which is what this guy is. And also, guys, if you want to see a good breeding video, I've made a couple. I'll go ahead and put the link up above to just my general overview of breeding, so check that out if you'd like. Anyways, this is the next little step in this cave run. You can jump over that with a wolf. You can also just break the crystal with like a pick. You can do that if you'd like. I just jump over it on the right hand side. This is the next room. You come up to here, there's going to be a lot of creatures just like before. Just take your time, don't go too fast, and you can get through it. I'm going to go ahead and actually just kind of power through a little bit, and then here we go. I like to try to kill everything as fast as I can and then just kill the Yetis at the end. The Yetis will just naturally survive till the end of your fight with the bunch of them, with the bundle. But if you can kind of single out the other ones to get rid of them, it just makes it a little bit easier on your health. Also, the nice part about wolves, guys, is that you can actually put a helmet on the wolf, so it helps with the armor and the durability. Saber-tooths, though, are nice too because you can use a saddle for the additional armor. But as you can see, this wolf is very strong with its melee, so I'm not really too worried about the wolf, to be fair, because this is a very strong wolf. But let's go ahead and carry right along. When you get to here, you're going to want to go right. There was an explorer note back there. You're just going to cruise right along here. And let's kill these guys. Alright, yeah, I am zoomed in correctly. I kind of got lost there. I wasn't sure if I was zoomed in or not. But here we go. Did you guys see that? They literally just disappeared. I have no idea what's happening. This is a glitch. This will not happen on an online server as far as I know. It's never happened to me or anyone I've ever talked to. This has got to be a single player thing. I'm only in single player because I wanted to do some tutorial videos. So, anyways, follow the pathway I'm taking up here. You're going to want to jump to the left to this pathway. Up here, there's usually a loot crate. It's got some good stuff in it sometimes, so make sure you get it. Once you do get it, jump over across to here, and then you're going to follow this down, hop right on that ledge right there, and then you're going to jump over that crystal. This is kind of the last stretch before the artifact. Now, this next room is usually super packed full of creatures. You usually have to really fight your way through it. For some reason, this is glitching on me, like you've already seen. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I really don't know. I've never actually done this cave in single player either, to be fair. So maybe this is a normal single player thing where it just glitches out like this, but I don't really know. There's usually a lot of creatures there. You got to be careful. When you get up to the artifact, you will have Onyx come up here to fight you if you didn't kill them down there. I usually run around, have all the creatures follow me up there. The Onyx are the only ones to get up there because they fly, so all the other Yetis and wolves just fall into the water, and then I don't have to deal with them. Unless I'm leveling, then I kill them, you know, before I run around because I want the experience. But anyways, once you get the artifact, just follow what we're doing here. We're basically just running all the way out. Usually you will get creatures along the way. A lot of them will have already respawned by the time you're on your way out. And essentially when you're running back or when you're running in, if you're speed running it with a wolf, I like to just constantly bite and you know, bite everything as I go because it gives them just a little bit of knockback, which creates space for me to get by them. Hopefully you can kind of see this. Hopefully some creatures will spawn in. I'm going to do this again in this video. Originally, I think I was just going to do this just one time to kind of show you guys the pathway, but I'm going to do a little speed run at the end of this video just to show you, you know, show you how it's done with speed, and then hopefully some creatures won't just disappear randomly. So we are almost out of the cave though. Let's keep on going up here. And now once we do get out, we'll go up and tribute the artifact, of course, so I can show you guys the loot that you can get from this cave specifically. And then we'll come back down here and do the speed run. We are at the entrance slash exit now, and this right here, this little short space, this is why you can't bring like berries or gigapanthicus in here. But honestly, like I said, because the creatures are so strong, a wolf's your best bet. It really is. I don't really know what else to say. The wolf is the best bet for this cave. But let me go ahead and take this up to the obelisk. We'll tribute it, and then we'll come back down here. Now, one really nice part about this cave is it's super close to Blue Obelisk, so it's super easy to actually farm the combos that you get from this cave, and you won't get a combo every time. Just like every other cave, there's a list of loot you can get from it. Combo is one of the big ones you can get. It's the most important one, honestly, but you won't get it every single time, but you do get it pretty often. It's one of the main ones, so because it's so close, it is super helpful. But let's go ahead and see what we get this time. And we got a pump shotgun blueprint. That's actually the other one that this is really good for, is pump action shotgun blueprints. And then scuba. You get a ton of scuba from this mission. I kid you not. You get so much scuba you'll never make scuba again. Primitive is worthless because you can get them, but alright, so that's not really a great pump action shotgun or a pump shotgun, but you can get them, and if you do this enough times, you will get a good blueprint for, you know, pump shotguns. But you also get Rex saddle blueprints. I think you can get a Giga saddle blueprint from this too. But the main things that are helpful are the pump shotgun blueprints and the compos. Hopefully when we do this again this time for the speed run, we will get a compo out of it. And I'm gonna not cut this at all so you can see exactly how long this takes. I'll kind of like start timing it right now, roughly, just to see how long it takes for us to go through the cave, get the artifact, come back and tribute it. I expect it to take maybe between 4-5 minutes at most, probably even a little less, but we'll see. But this is where the cave is at. You can kind of see the water out there with the little icebergs out, not icebergs, little ice patches. But just park your bird in here, get on your wolf, and dive right into the cave. And then just like always at this start point, you just want to make sure you don't fall in the water. Oh, okay, so normally there's not creatures right here. This is actually really weird that it's spawning them right there. But yeah, let's go ahead and just run through this thing. And then when you get through the little bundles of them, just attack while you run through. As long as you attack your way through. Oh, I think they just disappeared again. That's so weird. As long as you attack while you run through, they'll all get pushed back. If you have a decent enough wolf, you can probably do this speed run of this cave with a wolf that's, I would even go as far to say, is not tamed from this cave. Like, I'm talking just still a high level wolf from the wild, but like if you found a wolf that was level 135, 140, 145, 150 in the wild, and you tamed it, so it came out between, you know, like level 190 and 210, that would probably work fine for this cave if you're going to speed run it. If you're not going to try to kill it, you could still do it killing everything. It just takes a lot longer, and you're going to have to self-heal by eating the raw meat. But if you're just trying to speed run the cave, you should be able to do it, because you're not trying to actually kill everything, and you're not going to take a lot of head-on damage, because you're just going to continuously run through it. But to that same effect, I would not suggest you do that until you've actually done the cave a couple times where you've killed everything, so that you know the pathway. Caves tend to be really difficult to do speedrunning when you don't know the pathway, so make sure you're really comfortable with the pathway before you start doing it. We are almost at the end here. Ooh, see, that's how many creatures are in this section of the cave. There's a ton of them, a whole lot of them. All right, let's go ahead and get up to the top here. Now remember what I said, when the creatures are here, you need to wait for those onyx to fly up and then kill them with your wolf. If you try to get off your wolf early and they start attacking you, the onyx will wreck your armor very quickly. Their attacks do a lot more damage to your durability on your armor and will break your armor. So, that's why you want to make sure you stay on your wolf till you kill them all. Once they're all dead, you can hop off and grab the artifact. But let's go ahead and kill these guys. There we go. Alright, now let's go ahead and grab it, and then we will run right back out. Let's get out of here. Usually running out is easier than running in for the most part. Oh, alright, so I just overjumped that. This water is damaging me. It's not damaging me enough to kill me super quickly, so I should be fine. If you ever fall in, just swim your way to the nearest patch to get out of it. So just right over here. And then once we get out, we'll just go ahead and keep running. There we go. Safety, safety. We are safe. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and run this way. Let's get out of this cave. Let's jump over the crystal. And basically just follow this path. If you guys are going to try to speedrun this and you don't know the path off the top of your head, do it slow a couple times. Watch this video while you're doing it. Learn the path. Once you get it, it'll be easy peasy. You could also do this cave without the wolf. You can do the speed run. You can use grapples. Like I was telling you before, basically do the same thing we're doing here, but grapples in order to avoid the creatures. Because there will be some situations where you cannot actually go through the creatures. Like there's just too many of them, and you're gonna have to go up and over. So that's why you use the grapples. Here we go. We are super close now. Also, guys, if you haven't done this cave before, just like the swamp cave and all the other caves, make sure you get an explorer note on your way out the very first time doing it, and also get intense focus so you get all that experience gain, the maximum amount of experience gain from the cave. So make sure you do that if you haven't done it before and you need the experience to level up your character. But we are almost out here. As soon as we get out, we'll go ahead and fly up to tribute the artifact. Hopefully we get a combo this time so I can show you guys just how useful it is. I mean, you can run this cave 20 times and you'll probably get 15 combos, which is awesome, because if you've ever tried to make a combo, they are expensive in terms of resources. So it's a good thing when you get them already pre-made. It really is. But let's go ahead and tribute this thing. While we're flying up here, guys, I do stream weekly, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you'd like to check out one of the streams, we'd love to have you there. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesdays. Also, if you're interested in supporting the channel and you want to catch the streams, but maybe you can't actually make it at that day or time, all of my members on YouTube have access to my previous live recordings from my live streams. So if you're interested in becoming a member, look in the description down below. There's a link to become a member. It tells you what it costs. It's based on the country you live in, but if you do that, you get access to all my previous live stream recordings. So I'd love it if you could. No worries if you can't, but thank you to everyone who already has and who can and who wants to do it in the future. Sweet, we got a combo. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and look at the damage. What do we got here? Got more scuba, by the way. So that's not a bad one. Usually the combos, this is medium difficulty. Usually they're like between 450 and 650 damage. So this isn't a terrible one. You don't get super strong combos, but honestly, this is way better than Prim, and this is definitely worth using. So, and we didn't have to use any resources, so really useful. Anyways, that is how you do the Hard Ice Cave, the Yeti Cave, the Snow Cave, whatever you want to call it. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped you out whatsoever, please don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Every little bit really does help. Even just hitting that like button, it takes you just a second. It'll help me out a ton. So I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much if you can do that. Also, if you're a Discord user, join the Discord. The link is in the description down below. My name is Dark, and I will see you next time.